Today, I don't know if this is a prospecting video, a treasure hunting video. Well, let me explain. We're down at the store. Well, what used to be the store. You can see we're pretty empty here. Well, the reason we're here, well, let me tell you a little story. 20 some odd years ago, when the store was up operating, I had small kids, and one of those kids was my lovely daughter Emily. She was 3, 4, somewhere in there. And she wasn't in school yet, so she would spend the day here with me at the store. And one day, I was busy working at the desk over here, and I noticed that I hadn't had to yell at Emily for quite a while, so I got up to see what she was doing, and she was sitting on the floor over here by the front door, playing with something on the floor. And I got up, went over to check what she was doing, and she had gotten a bottle. I had a bottle that had exactly 4 ounces of real fine gold in it. And she had managed to get that bottle, took it over there, and she dumped it out on the floor and was finger painting with it. Well, I swept up, vacuumed up, got as much gold up as I could, but when it was all said and done, I had 3.5 ounces of fine gold. Now the building here was built in 1876, and it has an old tongue and groove floor that's, we'll just say it's not in real good shape. And every year at Christmas, I would close between Christmas and New Year's. Every year I'd go get a bucket of paint and I'd repaint the floor and try to seal up some of the cracks and stuff in the floor. Well, that 1/2 ounce of gold has gone down between the cracks. Some of it's probably hung up in the tongue and groove, but it's probably under the building. Well, I know the location she was playing, within a couple of feet. So today's mission is we're going to go under the building, over to that area. I'm going to scrape up all the surface dirt, pack it out. We're going to take it down and pan it and see if we can find some gold. Now, I'm going to have to gather up some different gear because I don't want to drag a 5-gallon bucket around under there. So I'm going to go in the back room. I know I got some sample bags, but I haven't had them out in years. So I'm going to see if I can find a sample bag. We're going to grab a screw and a stick and some lights. We're going to need the stick because I'm sure there's a few spiders under there. Now in this building, half of the building has a full basement. The front half though, there's, I don't know, maybe a 3-foot crawl space. So it's not real bad under there. It's just, I haven't been under there since I bought this building because there's no reason to go under there. So I don't know what we're getting into, but let's get into it. And yep, there's a few spiders down here. Okay, well, I'm going to get this light strung out. Okay, I got my sample bag, my trowel, and I can't help it. I can't go prospecting without a crevice tool, so I'm just taking one along. Okay, I'm going to go fight with the spiders. Well, so far, so good. I have no idea how this is going to turn out because the lighting is just a halogen light, and I know they're no good for filming, but that's all I got. Okay, well, we're under the building now, and we're heading that way. Let me show you. Okay, right here, this is where the basement ends. This is how much room we got right here. We're heading that way. Well, we've made it to the pink crevice tool. I use this as a marker. I measured everything upstairs, and then this is the front wall here. I measured over, and this right here, this area right here is directly under where I think the gold fell. Now, just a fun fact, this pink handled crevice tool is the only one in the world. This is my daughter Chloe's crevice tool, and she acquired this pink handle, and we put it on the crevice tool for her. So I gotta wash this and put it back before she finds out I got it. Okay, what we're gonna do, since we know it's in this area right here, we're gonna take and just scrape up. Oh, another fun fact. As soon as I got back here, I went to turn the camera on, the battery went dead. You would think I would notice that big red flashing battery sign, but nope, I had to get all the way up here before I seen it. Had to crawl all the way back out and go get another battery. So, now, let's see if we can find some gold here. So what we're going to do is basically, I'm going to take just the top. I'm not going to worry about these rocks here. I'm just going to kind of roll everything, all the bigger chunks, because I don't want to carry all them out, but we got to make sure that if they got any fine gold on them, we knock it off. Okay, now what we're going to do, without disturbing it, we're going to just try to go underneath and come up. We don't want to drag it across the top because the gold will just keep going down. So you gotta come up underneath it. And we're only going to take like the top ½ inch or so. This is actually working pretty good because the top inch or so is loose and underneath it it's packed pretty tight. I may have to come under here someday and look for old coins. Okay, well I've got approximately a 3-foot circle here cleaned up pretty good, and I got a pretty good sack of dirt here. So I'm going to gather everything up and let's head on out of here, see how we did. Well, we made it out. Spiders didn't get us. Problem is, everything, me, the bag, the camera, everything is covered with spider webs. Luckily, I'm not afraid of spiders. They're not my most favorite critter, but other than the big mess, it's pretty much a non-issue, other than the fact that I want to go take a shower now. And it's hot. I had to wait till summertime to do this because I wanted to make sure that ground was dry. So it's really hot in here because this air conditioning hasn't been turned on in quite a while. So we're going to head to the house, and the odds are it's going to be this evening before we take and run this through the sifter and start the cleanup process. So I'll see you back at the house. Well, we're back at the house, and it's still the same day. Way later in the day, because it got up to 102 today. I'm guessing it's around 90 right now. Well, okay, here's the plan. We got our dirt. We got our sifter, a couple of pans here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run everything through the sifter. And I'm kind of hoping we can just cut this short and find a $20 gold piece in here and call it a good day. Okay, let's shift this out a little bit. Okay, looks like we're going to have 2 pans. Well, we got a couple old pieces of glass. Couple old pieces of glass, but that's pretty much it. Okay, let's throw this in the tub and see if there's any gold. Okay, now when you're panning in a tub, anytime you pan in a tub, you want to put a little bit of soap in there. But especially when we know we're after real fine gold and our material is bone dry. That is just a plus for that gold floating. So we want to make sure we have quite a bit, by quite a bit I'm saying, half a teaspoon or so. We want basically as much soap as we can put in here without sudsing the water. We got to get rid of that surface tension. Okay, now as we put this in, we want to be very careful. We don't want to just dunk it. We want to get everything, make sure it's wet and nothing's floating. Okay, now I'm not going to fill the whole pan yet. See how all that stuff's floating? That's what we got to be careful of. So we want to get everything wet before we actually let our material go into the tub. We want to make sure all that surface tension is broke. Now this is going to be a little tough since we know we're dealing with nothing but mud here. So it won't be long before we won't be able to see what we're doing. Okay, we got everything wet. All our surface tension is broke, so we can go ahead and put it underwater. Okay. Well, this would be a lot easier if we could see what we were doing. Okay, you can see that I've got too much soap in the water. We got sudsing going on, which is not good. So what I think we're going to do, between that and the fact I can't see a thing, we're going to stop here on this one, and we're going to grab the other pan and get it down to the same point. Okay, we're going to take this one, get it down to the same point, and then we'll clean the water and then finish. Okay, well hopefully we got most of the mud out of both these pans. Now I'm going to clean the water and we'll start panning again. This is a whole lot better. I can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's get this pan down. We actually got some sand in here now. Okay, let's spin this around. By God, I think we got some gold in there. This is pretty easy panning since everything is so light. But we do have some little rocks. Oh, there's some gold right there. We have got gold. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of gold. I don't know how well that's showing it, but right there. Let me clean it up a little more. Okay. Let's see how we did. Oh yeah, we have got some gold. Let me show you. You can see across here we got quite a line of gold. Well, looks like we found the right spot. Now, it doesn't look like a ½ ounce of gold here, but we still got the other pan to go. And I'm going to switch over to a green pan because I'm kind of curious. It almost looks like there's black sand in here, which I don't know how that can be because that's, just dirt under a building out in the middle of the valley. Okay, let's do this other pan. I'm going to go grab a green pan. All right, let's get this pan cleaned up. Now for my new subscribers, I want to explain why I switched over to a green pan. The green pan shows black sand much better than the black pan does, but I feel the black pan shows gold much better. That's why we started with the black, because we're looking at really fine gold. And the old guy with his eyes needs as much help as he can get. But now I'm kind of curious about the sand. Okay, let me get this down. Let's see if we got any gold in this one. Oh yeah. We got quite a bit of black sand. I am really surprised in the black sand. Okay, I got this one cleaned down pretty good, and I just wanted to give you a quick shot of the gold in this pan. That is quite a strip of gold there. I'm really surprised to find black sand. We're talking about out in the middle of the valley in the top inch of topsoil underneath an old building, and we have black sand. All right, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean this up the best I can. Then I'm going to take it in the house, dry it out, and separate. Should be fairly easy to get cleaned up because there's not a lot of black sand. And then we'll weigh it and see how we did. I'm here to tell you it is flat warm outside. And I couldn't get in here quick enough. Now, it did take a little longer to clean that gold up than I thought it would, because once I got it in, got it dry, there was quite a bit of black sand in there, which really amazes me. Now, about half of that black sand was magnetic, so I was able to pull it out with a magnet, but that other stuff was quite a job to get cleaned up. Now, I got 99% of the gold out of it. The rest of it, I'm not going to fight it. I just dumped it in the bin, and we'll clean that out, pull that gold out this winter when we got nothing better to do. There was, wasn't enough in there to weigh, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, well, we got that other stuff all set up, sitting over there ready to be weighed, so let's see how we did. .84 pennyweights, almost a quarter of an ounce. Or that's 7.51 grams. Well, pretty near a quarter of an ounce. That's not bad when you consider the hike was one of my easiest ones this year. Now, I'm going to have to give Emily a call and tell her she only owes me for a quarter of an ounce of gold now. Now, I don't know if we went back under there. I'm sure we could retrieve a little more gold, but it's hard telling, did I get the whole area or did I just hit part of the area and the other half is still down there? Well, we're probably not going to find out this year because as hot as it is, I'm heading to the hills where it's cold, or cooler. And it's that time of year. We got to go jump in the river. Okay, well, if you enjoyed the video and you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell. That way they'll let you know when I put a video up. Okay, well, I had a great day. I hope you guys did too. I'm out of here. You have a wonderful day.